An NBC 10 I-Team exclusive now. Is a cost-saving energy project costing you?
Some lawmakers are already asking tougher questions after I-Team reports about red ink at the Rhode Island Convention Center Authority. Here's why it's important to all of us. Taxpayers are providing more than $25 million to make up for shortfalls this year at the authority.
I-Team reporter Parker Gavigan is live in the studio tonight. Parker, you uncovered another issue that some would call wasteful.
Hey, Gene and Patrice, even big businesses pay their bills late, but this business is supported by your tax dollars.
Lights, all shapes and all different sizes. Everyone has them. Some have more than others. At Providence's Dunkin Donut Center and in the neighboring convention center, there are thousands of fixtures, each one burning electricity and money.
We're always on the energy bandwagon. We're always looking to take advantage of energy-saving opportunities.
Jim McCarville is executive director of the Rhode Island Convention Center Authority. And just months ago, when he sat down with me for an interview, McCarville touted a massive energy savings project at the Dunk when they kicked hundreds of their older lights to the curb.
All that was replaced with LED, much higher efficiencies, probably almost 90%.
The jury is still out on how the lights are performing. In March, broadcasters from the nationally televised Frozen Four hockey made reference to inadequate lighting.
Darken the corners, soft behind the nets.
As for the savings, through a public records request, I reviewed 9 recent energy projects at the Dunkin Convention Center. Projects that are costing the authority $1.7 million, with a payment plan that will fund the project in just 2 years. I compared their electric bill from 2 years ago to today's bills. The projections for energy savings were 4.4 million kilowatt hours every year. Energy bills show the actual savings will add up to about half that, 2.3 million kilowatt hours. How much money is being saved? That's not a simple question. It hasn't been a full year since all of the projects were completed.
Bills so far this year show the authority is saving money on bringing power into its buildings. But on the other hand, the electricity supply itself is costing more. It's going to take more time to figure out if this project is actually saving money. Are all green energy projects cost-saving projects?
Absolutely not.
Gordon Dash from URI's College of Business says the aggressive nature of paying off the project in 2 years, like the authority is doing, could prove useful.
But the good side of that is that, in year 3 and beyond, one would expect that the investment would generate positive rates of return for many years to come.
The I-Team discovered something else. The Convention Center Authority is also paying its bills late. Like normal customers of National Grid, they too get the "Did you forget?" and termination notices. But the average late charge on the authority's bills is $2,000 a month. They've been hit with more than $7 grand in late charges in the first 3 months of this year alone.
That's a lot of money in late fees.
There's no excuse for it, because on one hand, they're trying to save money by putting in $1.7 million worth of light fixtures, and on the other hand, they're taking whatever savings they have and throwing it into late fees.
The authority says cash is tight and will remain so for the rest of the fiscal year. We expect to avoid late fees going forward. Back to the question of savings from the energy project. The authority says we relied on the numbers and estimates provided by National Grid and the installer they recommended. That installer, Energy Source, is based in Providence. I sent emails, made phone calls, and visited its headquarters. Owner Michael Amoy would not return my calls.
And that energy installer who wouldn't return any of our calls or answer the door there in Providence, they're a pre-approved contractor for National Grid. We should point out that the authority is saving on their kilowatt hours. We'll continue to look at the numbers and watch your tax dollars. Live in the studio tonight, I'm I-Team reporter Parker Gavigan, NBC 10 News.
Parker, thanks. If you have an I-Team tip, call it in 401-455-9123 or email it iteam@wjar.com.